Hi guys, this is Poetspice, Jamie Little Tallulah, and I am here to do the October Deck the Halls kit from the Not Too Shabby Shop. I'm using the Gingerbread Kisses paper, so look at it, it's so adorable. I am also going to be using some of the ephemera. And then I pulled out two of Karen Bernisson's surprise pop-up ball dies. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're going to start with a 5.5 inch square, 5.25 inch. And then I also cut the same thing out of two of the pieces of paper from the Gingerbread Kisses. I cut 4 of these flat pieces that you can see. And then I also cut 4 of each of the designs. So 4 of the gingerbread side and 4 of that lovely chartreuse green. I love that stripe. It's so awesome. I also used the papers to cut out both sides of the pop-up ball. We need some brads, and then they have a die for some paper washers, so we went ahead and cut those out. I layered the paper from the Gingerbread Kisses onto the top and the bottom of the ball, so you can see that here. And then I am going to go ahead and glue these flaps down. So there's 4 of these flaps, 2 on each ball, but you need to put those in there to reinforce that edge before you can put them together. So I'm just going to show you that. And then you see how it makes the bottom of the ball. So the other side has already been prepared. So now what we need to do is match up those markings so that the tabs and the hole line up with the slit. Once we glue those two together, that's where we're going to put the rubber band, which you can see is on my arm, so I didn't lose it. Now, I went ahead and glued this whole ball together except for one piece, so it would actually be better to put the rubber band in right here in that slot you see right there. Do that now and then do the slots, and then you can put the last one in, but that's not what I did. So we're just going to go ahead and glue those tabs all the way around, and then you can see that there is the pop-up ball. With that last space, that's where I stuck the rubber band into, and then I hooked it to that last panel on the other side. So you can adjust the rubber band by adding knots in it to make it stronger, or I should make it shorter. And then this way you can get the proper thwack or pop-up bounce back. See, boom. Now I'm taking that one sheet of the gingerbread paper, I'm gluing it onto the top. And so this is going to be the part that you see inside the card. I'm going to find the center because that's where I want to put the brad so that my ball will actually spin. Look at this paper, you guys. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? It's beautiful. So now I'm measuring and making sure that's in the center. I'm going to stick my brad on the inside. Once again, this would be easier to do if you have done it before you close the whole ball up. Then I'm going to stick that brad right through there, and then you can see there's nothing on the back, and we don't want that to show. So later on, we're going to cover it up. But see, the ball spins and goes pop. It's so awesome. So that's the piece from the paper pad that we're going to use to cover it up. Now we're also going to go through and do the flaps. So there's 4 flaps, and I did all the outsides with the green. And then I went ahead and glued down 2 of the gingerbread patterns on opposite sides. Okay, so 2 you want to leave blank, and then 2 you put both sides on. So here you can see where 1 is blank. I'm gluing it onto the side panel so I can get that level. And then you're going to do the same thing all the way around. So there's all 4. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue that red piece on from the paper pad. And now our back is sealed so you cannot see the brad anymore. Look how cute it is when the ball spins. It's adorable. So now we need to take those 2 plain panels on the inside, and that's where we're going to put the washers and the brads so that we can get that underneath and then go ahead and decorate. So at this point, I am putting my washers where I want them and putting a circle in. Then I'm going to use my scissors. You could also use a crop-it-out if you wanted to. Use my scissors to punch a hole through the back. And then this way the messy part will be on the inside. So I'm going to do that for both. Then I'm going to take 3 of those tiny washers from the die set, and I'm going to glue those over the hole on both flaps. Now what this does is it creates space so that you'll have somewhere to actually wrap your string around. Okay, so I did it to the other side as well. Put those on there. Now we're going to work with the big washer. We're going to take a different brad and run it through on one side. And then it looks so cute. On the other side, you're going to put your thread through or your twine, and you're going to do the same process. So there's the cover. And you want to get it all in there. And then on this side, we ran the thread through or twine, and then we're going to do the same thing with the brad. Just wrap the twine around on the inside, put a little bit of tape down or some glue so that it will stick, and then glue over your next layer of paper. And then everything is hidden and it looks so nice. Look at the colors, you guys. It's so awesome. And the best thing about this kit this month is that you have two totally different colorways. I'm using the one that's very bright and cheery, but you also have the gnome set, which is like dark browns and or dark blues and winter colors. So it's so gorgeous. Okay, so now I also wanted to add a panel. So I went ahead and cut a hexagon from the base paper, and I cut one of the pages of the Not Too Shabby Shop, see the gingerbread, and that's going to be on the back. And so you'll be like, well, why did you put it on the back? Because when it spins, you're going to see the back, so you want that to look nice. And then on this front panel, see that it pops up, see that? We're going to put the ephemera pieces. I could not use the gingerbread in the cups because they are absolutely adorable. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down to the front. And you can do any kind of decorations on that panel as long as it stays within the area of the card base. So that's why you see me keep pushing it down, just to make sure I'm not going over the bottom of the base, because then your card won't close. Look at those, they're so cute. I wanted to do a little more, so I took another one of the smaller gingerbread and I just glued it down on the base. Now here you want to be aware of adding any other dimension because you don't want anything to get caught. So now that the card is done, this is the way the recipient would see it. You'd undo the twine and surprise! Up comes the panel. Now you can make a message on the back. You could add one on the bottom layer. You could actually turn it on the back of the whole package. But as you can see, it spins. It has a beautiful, lovely see. So now you can see the pattern paper on the back. And of course, the Merry Christmas message. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you try it and you just have fun with it. Check out the other ladies and the shop. Thanks for watching.